welcome back. If you are not subscribed, I'm going to get it right out of the way in the beginning of this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video. While you're watching, give me some comments down below on what you think of what's going on, and head over to my Instagram at beautybygray as well to catch some more fun, super awesome makeup content. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we are going to get into a new Colourpop collection today. It is the Wild Nothing collection, and it's very, how would you say? It's like all the packaging is very cute, little like cactuses, very summery desert vibes, and we have a lot to get into today. I have 5 of the lip oils. Honestly, I got as much stuff as I could, and also just the stuff that I wanted. I'm trying to, like, I am, you know, obviously a small influencer. I'm not getting things like free in PR. I'm buying all of this with my own money. So I've been doing more of like not getting the entire collection just to have it, but getting like the things that I want. So I can't remember if this is all the lip oils that they had or just the ones I wanted, but I will make sure I throw up like prices for each product on the screen. But we've got 5 lip oils. We have 4 cream shadows, because this was a new situation with the whole cream shadow thing, and I just had to get into some of that, even though I have like oily lids, but I thought they would be nice for like bases for eyeshadow. We have 2 Jelly Much shadows, which I have had one other Jelly Much shadow before and I loved it, and so I've been wanting to get some more, and so since this collection had some, I got 2 of those. We've got 2 blushes, which I have done my entire face except for my eyes, because we're gonna do an eye look with the eyeshadow palette, but I did use one of the blushes, and it was this one. So this blush is called Crossroads, and it is a very like, this color, how do I describe it? It's more like warm, like a more warm toned blush, and I don't know, I felt like it was really cute to kind of tie in with the bronzer, and it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. You can see those little sparkles going on, so very, very, very pretty. I'm not big on swatching blushes because I don't see the point, but we had a nice warm tone blush. Again, I can't remember how many shades of each thing there were, but I grabbed these 2 blushes. I think there were some darker ones, and I didn't get those because they wouldn't be useful to me. But the other shade that I got was a very pinky shade, and it's called On the Horizon. Each one of their little compacts has the little mirror protector and the little, this is actually a really thick like plastic protector they put over these blushes, but this is the On the Horizon, and it is very, very pink. So I went with the warmer, darker tone today, but I also thought this was a really, really pretty blush color, because sometimes like I'm just in the mood for a super like pinky blush, and that's what I want in my life. So getting those out of the way, since like blush, what are you really gonna do as far as swatching, because I feel like that doesn't do any justice. But 2 cute little blushes. I'm obsessed with all this packaging. Like, I don't even want to get rid of the boxes because they're so cute. So I'm just gonna have so much packaging laying around everywhere. Okay, so I want to get into the lip oils next, because I left my lips like with nothing on them, completely dry. Usually I have a lip oil on, so since they're like dying right now, it would be cool to dive into these and put one of them on my lips, because my lips are like, hello, help me, I'm dying. So we're gonna jump into the lip oils. So we have 5 lip oils here. There is a straight up clear lip oil, and it is called Dewdrop, and the packaging on these is super cute too, like the little lid. And these are they're Luxe lip oils, so the packaging is just like the Luxe glosses, so they're like the same sort of packaging. I hated those Luxe glosses. I actually need to, I don't know, get rid of them, something. They're just in my drawer, but I hated the gloss. But I figure with lip oil, like, it's an oil, so we're gonna see how it goes. But this one is just straight up clear. I think I'm gonna go into one of the ones that it has a color to go on my lips, but that is just a nice plain clear lip oil. And then this is the one I actually want to put on. So this one's called, and these little boxes do not like to open without trying to tear, because like this side, the label is taped over, so this is like the side that you would open, and they are like stuck, and they just want to rip open, and it's very irritating for someone like me who doesn't want to rip packaging. But this one is called Skinny Dip, which I think is the cutest name, and it is of course a cute little nude lip oil shade, and the formula, just upon looking at it, doesn't look like it's super thick. Oh, it's not. Oh, see, I didn't like those glosses, but oh, that's cute, and it feels really nice. Yay, because I bought 5 of these. Imagine I bought 5 of them and I hated them. Like these glosses, whenever I got them, I just got 2, and I'm gonna show you the gloss. So the gloss has this big fat doe foot in it. The lip oils have a smaller doe foot, but you could see like when the gloss was coming out, like how like stringy it is. It's so sticky, and it was literally like making like webs in between my lips whenever I was talking and like getting in my mouth. It was disgusting. So no on the Luxe glosses from me, but that oil feels nice, and that is a cute little color, because of course like it doesn't have major color payoff because it's an oil. We'll actually just go ahead and do a little like swatcheroo of these. So this is Skinny Dip, but you can see that cute little like nude tint to it, and that's very, very comfortable. So I really actually like that, so yay for that. The formula feels really nice. So the next one I got is the shade Hot Shot, and it is like a sort of like terracotta color. It's actually like literally a terracotta color. So you can see that little terracotta tint to that. But this feels super nice, so I feel like any of these, like depending on what kind of color situation you're looking for, would be fun. This one is Playa Vista, and it is a little bit more on like the orangey like tan moment. I don't know if I showed the last one in the tube, but that's what this one looks like in the tube, and then what it looks like on the hand. So you can see how it's more like orangey as opposed to that one. Let's see here, which other ones have we not messed with? Okay, so last one is Bangle, and it is very like pinky red sort of situation going on. It looks like the doe foot looks almost like hot pink, but it's very much like a deeper pink shade. So there's all the like sort of tints of the lip oils. They're cute, and that's actually really comfortable, and I'm not mad at it, so yay for that. Don't have to try to give these away or throw them out. And just get some micellar and remove that off my hand, because we have plenty more stuff to swatch for this video. So those were all of the lip oils and a little try on Skinny Dip, and I'm feeling that, so excited for that, because I'm almost out of one of my favorite lip oils, so I need more lip oils that I enjoy, so that's exciting. So let's go ahead and jump into, I think, the cream shadows next. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those on my hand and then come back and we will go over each shade and talk about it. You could tell it's getting to be summer in Texas because I put like texture spray and all the things in my hair, and my hair was out to like here, and now it's like flat. But anyway, I just swatched the 4 cream shadows that we have, and I try to make sure to keep them in order so I know which shade is which. So this shade on the bottom is called Bronco, and it is a very like light sort of cream shade. This second shade in the middle is called Camouflage, and that's actually probably my favorite one because it's very like nude, like mauvey pink kind of tone. So I'm kind of obsessed with that one. And then we have Moonbeam, which is very like bronzy brown, which is actually a really like pretty summery color. And then this shade up in the top, you can barely see on my skin. It's a really pretty color, but it's like my skin tone with like a pink undertone, and it's called Laurel. So it's really hard to see, but it looks like this in the pot. And some of these were like, when you dip into them, were creamier than others, because obviously they are a cream shadow, but I felt like a couple of them were definitely more like wet feeling, and a couple of them were more dry feeling. So there's all the shades going down the line in the pots. The pots are super cute. They've got their cute little gold little cactus moment on top, and they're just cute little, like, they feel like glass, and I want to, yeah, they are. I was like, I need something that's gonna clink it. And so yeah, but they're little like glass jars, super cute. And now that these have dried down, they do, like, they aren't like something where they stay in place, but they do kind of like dry down and set into the skin, and then you can definitely like go in and like smudge them out. So you could like, they do stay pretty well like in their place, but you can kind of move them around a little bit, so you could kind of like put it on and then like kind of make a more blended, like blown out look. But those are the cream shadows. I'm actually like really excited about that formula, because I was worried since they were cream that they would be too creamy, but the way they kind of like dry down is more matte, so that's exciting. I feel like I want to maybe use camouflage as a base on my lid to put shadow over top of. That's kind of my thought, but I'm not sure yet. I've got all these little boxes for everything. So there's our cream shadows, and then we have 2 Jelly Much shadows, and I could probably just quickly do live swatches of these. I really liked these Jelly Much packagings because they're super cute. Like, this is like the shade of what's in here, so the lids like match, and they're like a little like frosted glitter moment. These packaging for these are plastic. The Jelly Much shadows look very, they are jelly, but they're also very moussey looking, and you get a lot on your little lid here, and you want to keep these lids on because otherwise these will dry out. The last one that I had, it did end up drying out after like I had plenty of time with it. It was like a year or something, but the formula of these is just so fun. So, didn't even say the shade. This one is Mojave Moves, and it is just like, I want to put it all over the lid. It's freaking gorgeous. So, but it just is very jelly-like and very, feels like jelly mousse type of situation, and then you just spread it out and it's just like bam, like they're so bright. Like, my last Jelly Much was from the Villains collection, and I used to put it on the lid and then do like a shimmer over top of it to kind of set it in, and it was like the most sparkly, blinding thing ever. It's the best. And then we have the shade Mystical. I don't know if they had more than 2 of these for this collection. Again, I've been getting whatever I want to get, but these were the 2 shades that stood out to me. And this one is more like bronzy. And I kind of get like small amounts because it does do a lot, and you can kind of layer it however you want. But that one is like a bronzy shade. So this is very like silvery, like almost like a silvery champagne-ish color. Like, it's very like white silvery looking, but with like more hints of gold, I would say. But those are our 2 Jelly Much shadows. I had to go actually wash my hands because those Jelly Much shadows are very, very glittery, and it was like a Glitter Fest 3000 on my hand. So last but not least, we have the palette, the Wild Nothing palette. An eyeshadow palette is like the center of everything for me because I'm an eyeshadow palette hoarder. Let's just be honest. I hoard them. I just have all of them. But this is a 12 pan palette, and it did have this little protector, but it's the 12 pan where it's just cardboard packaging and it does not have a mirror. It just has Colourpop, and the packaging is super cute on this whole collection. But this is our color story for this palette. It's very like nude, minimal, a lot of shimmer, because like when I think like summer makeup, obviously just like anybody else, it's like more no makeup, so you could do like one of these cream shadows on the lid and then kind of sweep over a shimmer and like be done. And there's like two, I would say two. These two shades are like kind of deeper, so you can kind of deepen things up in your crease or in your outer corner if you wanted to, but very like beautiful, light, summery colors. So this is very much a summer collection, giving me summer vibes. And I don't know if I want to do full swatches of all 12 shades. What do we think? Because it's very like I would say we've seen these colors before, but the color story itself is very cute. I don't think I'm going to do full swatches on this. We have like very simple stuff going on, but I do want to check this one shade. It's called Spirited, and just from the look of it, I knew it is a Super Shock. When you feel a Super Shock and you like see it, you just know it, and this shade is a Super Shock formula. This one on top looks like it might be. No, it's not. That one is called Sultan. So we have Spirited and Sultan that I just swatched. But Spirited is most definitely a Super Shock shadow, because you can tell like it kind of feels wet and very creamy, and it's very pretty in the pan, and I could just tell by looking at the way it was pressed. And I'm actually surprised, because a lot of Super Shocks, they will come cracked and like they just press right back together because of their formula, but usually you get them and they're like disrupted from moving around. This one came looking pretty cute, but I was like, ooh, I know a Super Shock whenever I see one, and I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So I already primed my eyes, and I really want to put some of this camouflage cream shadow on my lid, and I think I'm just gonna I've never used like cream shadows really, and so this one is a little bit more of like a dry feeling on the formula, so I think I'm just gonna pat it on with my finger. That's like the first thing that comes to my brain, is just like take it and like pat it in on the lid, and it seems to be working. I like that. That gave us a really nice like wash of color, and it didn't like go on too pigmented. So far so good. Here we go. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other eye to give us a little base, because I already did my primer and set it, so hopefully the oils will disrupt this situation. But I really like this color, and it's giving us a good, sometimes I really like to just kind of bronze up the lid. Like honestly, I would just go just like that, maybe with a little shimmer over top, and like put on some mascara and be like, hey, bye, on a day when I'm doing like really easy makeup. But that's really nice. I really like that. So I want to make sure we use as much as we can. So we got us a little cream shadow down. Fun. And like I said, that's the shade Camouflage. I think that's my favorite one out of all of the ones that I grabbed. And then let's move into putting on some of this palette. Okay, so the first thing I think I want to do is take some of Top Down, which is the like light peachy shade, and just kind of blend out the edges of where that cream shadow is, because I didn't put it like all the way up into the brow. But it is definitely, it works nicely putting shadow over it, so that's a good sign. This was a Colourpop E15 brush, very fluffy brush that I just used. And then I want to start deepening our outer corner crease area. I have a lot of brushes that I just cleaned last night, and so they are in the process of drying, so I'm like working off of what's left in my cup over here. But I think I want to do Come Together, which is like a very, like, it's very cool tone, like a cool tone mauvey brown, and just kind of place that in the outer corner and carry it like this. I'm gonna love this. So what is this? This is a Farrah 6 short shading brush. I don't know what the Farrah, sometimes their like brush number name descriptions are a little strange. But I'm just gonna put this into the outer corner. I'm gonna take something a little fluffier and put that into the crease as well. So far, laying down that cream shadow kind of as a base is working really nicely because it laid down that nice color, and now everything seems to be going over top of it really nicely. This whole collection was just too cute, and that's why like this collection I got so many pieces, because like I said, I've been getting like just the things that I actually want, but the problem with this collection was I wanted like all of it. So yeah, I haven't eaten yet. My stomach is getting angry at me. Okay, what is this brush? This is the e.l.f. J Kissa J1, and I'm gonna go into the shade No Bounds, which is that deeper, it's a very just like deep chocolate brown, and I just like to start lighter and then get deeper. So that brown is pigmented, but then like blends out really easy. This is my patchy eye, so it's wanting to be patchy, and I'm gonna carry that darker brown into the lower lash a little bit to tie the top and the bottom together. It's not getting as deep as I want it to on the outer corner. This eye is so patchy. I'm always fighting it. That looks better. I usually try to like speed through me doing my eyes and not talk as much, but today I'm talkative, so y'all let me know if you like it better when I shut up, or if y'all like it better whenever I do this. I feel like I am just not doing good makeup today. You know when like some days you're just like, wow, I'm not doing this well. I think it's because these are all of my kind of like off brushes, because I was washing everything last night. I should have washed them like during the day yesterday so they would have already been dry, but I forgot until like 2 a.m. and then washed them at like 2 a.m. So it's fine. But so far so good. I love a good little like neutrals brown look situation going on, and I'm gonna take some of Vagabond, V-A-G-A-B-O-N-D, that's what that says, and I'm gonna like blend out all my edges with that. That was a really like beautiful blending shade. That really just like brought everything back together. I love that. That was like such a simple little like transition-y shade, and it did its job. We like it. So now I'm going to get into one of the Jelly Much shadows. I want to do the more bronzy one because that other one is very like more silvery white, and that's not really the vibe I'm going for. You can do finger with Jelly Much, or you can do a brush, and I think right now I want to do a brush if I can find one that suits my fancy. This is the Morphe Jeffree Star JS11. We're just gonna do that. We're just gonna get a little bit of that jelly onto the brush and slap it on the lid. They almost feel like they're like cooling. And this one spread out actually makes like a pretty Like it still has that bronzy tint to it, but since I'm doing it thinner, it's more of like a gold. It looks really pretty. So there's that Jelly Much laid out, and then I wanted to take some Spirited, which is the Super Shock, out of the palette. Like how ridiculous, right? Like the camera doesn't know justice at all. But I also want to take a little bit of Alcove, which is just a plain shimmer, and kind of use that to blend in the center into the outer. Pretty. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Like it so much. Yes. So I'm just gonna repeat that on the other eye, and then I'm going to use a little bit of Coastline in my inner corner and finish up with brows and mascara, and I'll come back with the total completed look, and then we can just do our little overview of what we think of this collection. Okay guys, let's talk about our overall thoughts. I just finished everything up and I'm kind of obsessed with this. I went in and added some faux freckles with my Colourpop freckle pen in soft brown. You can't see them on camera with the lights and everything, but I've been diehard obsessed with the freckle pens. So if you're into faux freckles, this. I also have the dark brown. They're both so good. They're amazing. Like it's the cutest thing. It looks so natural. It's so easy to just like pop it on and then dab it with your finger. Done. And then I have a black brown mascara that I laid down first, and then over top of it to kind of tone it back down and make it a little bit more natural looking with this like cute little brown look. I did the Colourpop BFF Brownie Points brown mascara. So that's what we did there. And I feel so cute. Honestly, this collection, I'm giving it an A+. There's, you know, a zillion Colourpop collections. Colourpop never disappoints. Everything's always great, but there are, of course, like some collections more than others that I'm like, oh, I really like that. And at heart, I really am like a neutrals girl. I know I do a ton of like color nowadays and crazy stuff on my Instagram and everything, but at heart, I'm just like your everyday look girl. Like whenever I do an everyday look like this is whenever I feel the cutest. And like the Jelly Much with the Super Shock over top of it is like a bladow in your face moment, and it just doesn't even look as pretty on camera as it does in person, and I feel cute. So Wild Nothing collection, the lip oils, I just put the clear and then the skinny dip right here in my front drawer. So that should say something. Anything I like incorporate into my front drawers is a big deal because that means I really like it. And then the darker shades I'll probably use whenever I'm doing like different looks and stuff where I'm like, ooh, I want that certain color. So I'll put them in my little bin back here. But the formula of those is nice and comfortable and thin, and not too thin or too thick. There's not really any scent or anything that I've noticed at all, like no flavor or scent really. I smell like a hint of maybe like a vanilla-y kind of thing going on, but that's if you really like stick it up your nose. But other than that, nothing really, so that's kind of nice. But I really like the way it feels. It's made my lips feel super soft, super comfortable. I also just incorporated the two new Jelly Much shadows and the cream shadows into my top drawer here, where I keep all of my Super Shocks and other Colourpop things. I have like a zillion Super Shock little bundles, and so they're all in here. But this shade that I used on my eyes today, Mystical, is super pretty. I can't wait to use this Mojave Moves shade on another look because it's really pretty as well. But this was so gorgeous with the Super Shock from the palette over top of it. And then the cream shadow was a super nice base. I would just do it like all over the lid and maybe put like some shimmer on and go about my day, but I wanted to do obviously a look for you guys using the shades in the palette. But the cream shadows are super duper nice. That's the Laurel shade, but they're really pretty. The formula is really nice. So good on that. I did enjoy the blush that I used today in the shade Crossroads. It was a nice warm blush. I feel like this is a very like bronzy warm look with a little bit of that cooler tones coming from the browns, just to kind of balance everything out. But I really do like this blush with this look. The formula was really nice and applied really well, just with any old blush brush will do you just fine. But super cute on the blushes. Like, there's nothing about this collection that I was unhappy with, so that's very exciting. And the palette was super cute. Like, all their palettes are adorable. I mean, it's Colourpop. You can't go wrong for the price, the formula, just all of it is so good. So those are my final thoughts on the Wild Nothing collections. My cute little look. I'm feeling it. I feel cute. I feel like I can go about my Saturday now, go visit my parents, all that good stuff, and I feel cute. So A+ on the Wild Nothing collection. I give it a 10 out of 10. If you guys are interested in any of these products, I will have had all the stuff posted, but then I'll also put a link down in the description so you guys can just head over to Colourpop and grab y'all whatever's left. I don't know what's sold out and what's not, but all together, cute packaging, cute collection, love it. So there we go. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next one.